Welcome to Griffith Observatory and to All Space Considered. Daniel, tell us about those prizes.
The star of the show, the outdated calendars.
The 2015 calendar can be used again in 2026.
And how many of you know what that last song was? R.I.P. Harambe, because, you know, everybody's still talking about Harambe. So today is Friday, April 5th, and this is ASC in 3D.
Well, the people in the front row are really closer than those in back.
But those legs on those asteroids are just too much for me. I know, it's just disgusting. Yes! And this is the story of two asteroids, Ryugu on the left and Bennu on the right. If you haven't seen this, it's almost too much to believe, but that's... There it goes. And see all the debris that it kicked up? And some of it went into the little collector and is coming back to Earth. That's real. Isn't that a great question? That's real? It's real. So, and on to the other mission, Osiris Rex. It's mapped out Bennu completely. This was just released today. They thought it would be a whole lot smoother and a lot easier to land. So now they're having to rethink their plan. Where can they find a spot that's smooth enough that the spacecraft can get down there and get its sample? And in fact, Bennu has a 1 in 2,700 chance of hitting Earth in the second half of the 22nd century.
Yay! If you smashed one into another one, could you completely destroy it and get it out of the way?
Terrible idea.
Yeah, now why is it a terrible idea? The object is actually able to reassemble itself. So, if you hit one of these, all you're going to do is make it mad. Essentially the story.
A fragment of a large piece of an asteroid entered the Earth's atmosphere over the Bering Sea, and it exploded with quite fury, but was only detected by military satellites.
That is actually just an artist's conception. It's not only an artist's conception,
That's right.
It's Patrick's conception.
Mars has lots of features that look like liquid water flowed on the surface in the past. They found that some of these rivers flowed perhaps as recently as only 1 billion years ago on Mars. The Curiosity rover is still operating on Mars, and then it saw this. Yeah, whoa! And that's Phobos crossing the face of the sun. Curiosity made a measurement of methane in Gale Crater. What's new today, the Europeans and Mars Express confirmed the measurement that Curiosity made. Now, does that mean we've seen biology? No, there are other ways to make methane. We're driving around on Mars all this distance. What if we could only fly? Well, NASA engineers have been working on a Mars copter, believe it or not. So,
Get to the chopper!
that's right, get to the chopper.
So, to the sky.
If you go out to the desert or mountains or someplace far from city lights, this is a great time of year to look at galaxies.
And this was going to be the all-female spacewalk. So there was quite a lot of press about it. But then the press changed. Anne McClain recommended that they change that plan and that it was a lot easier just to change the astronaut than to change the suit.
And on March 2nd was the launch of a new spacecraft called the Dragon. We have the space station, and we wanted to get astronauts to it, but people didn't want to lose the capability of getting there. This is an artist's conception of the Dragon crew capsule by SpaceX that approaches the space station. But this was all totally run by the spacecraft itself. The computer on board was navigating it to the docking.
Consider again that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us.
Thank you, Carl.
And here's one from our very own Tony Cook.
They let anybody take pictures of that.
Yes.
So astronomers, we study planets, we study climates, we study space fans. We are interested in these things, so folks thought we're going to make a climate model of Westeros, where the story of Game of Thrones takes place.
And then lastly, do not come here on the first Friday of May. So,
Right,
and if you really
but-
want to, you can look at it.
Oh, there we go, yeah.
Gerasimenko. So if Bill were here, he would say it with a very nice Russian accent.
I'm here with my buddies in North Carolina. Are you gonna catch some fish today? I didn't think so.
Okay, I think I got through all of those. I'm medicated at the moment.